Hello everyone, my name is Chris.
I'm Denmark, just like the country.
That's right. And welcome to IAM-RC Raceway here in Manassas, Virginia. We have our big track set up behind us. And today we're going to be testing the Team Associated front springs for the RC28R. They offer 3 levels of springs on the car already installed from the factory.
12 flat.
Mediums. They have softs here as well as a set of firms. We'll get some close-up shots of those so that you can see them.
9-9.
So that's what we're testing. Why do spring rates matter?
Spring rates matter because
7-6.
you can fine-tune the car to a driver's driving style. If you're like me and old,
7-6.
like a more lazy car, you can go to a soft spring in most cases, which will make the car lazy, so it doesn't react as fast. And then if you go
8-5.
on the other end of the table, which are the hard springs, that will make the car a little more reactive for young fellows like you.
8-1.
I'm not that young.
And also,
Go
not
ahead.
to cut you off, but also it depends on the track too.
That's true.
So if you start changing springs and stuff, just remember what your track grip is.
12-5.
So that's something to keep in mind when you start changing springs.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So in this episode, like many episodes
8-2.
to follow, Mr. Denmark here is going to, we're first going to start with baseline runs of the car.
7-8.
This is the RC28R. It's been put together just right out of the box using those option parts. We have Marca
7-7.
15 tires on the back, Marca 15 rears, and then we have PN 40 on the front narrow.
7-9.
Just your basic electronics, hobby wing. We have a silver horse battery in there. I think we have the Neo 6
9-2.
servo in there, and then we're using the iLap RC lap counter timing system. So let's go ahead and take a break now. We're gonna put the body on. We're gonna get on the track. We're gonna set the timing system up for 20 laps, and then we'll do our baseline runs. Let's do it.
All drivers are finished.
Very good. Okay. All right. Okay, so we are back here at the table. Denmark did his baseline run. I've done my baseline run. This is on the blue springs. Which springs do we want to test first?
We can go ahead, since we did the medium, let's go on down to soft.
Okay. Sounds good. So that I think is going to be the white spring because it does feel the softest compared to the red spring. So now we're going to get some close-up shots of Denmark changing the springs to the soft springs, and then we'll get another run in after he's made those changes.
Here we go. We made the spring change. We went to a softer spring. Let's see what it does.
All drivers are finished.
All right, here we go. Chris on the soft springs. Let's see what happens.
Now it's my turn. Let's see.
I think this is the last lap.
All drivers are finished.
Now we're getting ready to change to the firm spring. We just ran soft. So let's see what happens. We've changed the firm, and I am going to go out and test.
There we go.
8-5.
car feels when you make a spring change, it depends on your track, what kind of traction you have, and all
All
that
drivers
stuff.
are finished.
So that does make a difference. So with me, on firms, the car felt like it had more steering, but was very consistent. The rear end was able to keep up.
Now I'm going to get out there on the firm springs and do my 20 laps.
All right, let's do it.
Making no mistakes.
On the go.
All drivers are finished.
And we're back.
9-7.
So we've done all of our test runs from the baseline, which was the medium springs, which are blue. We started with the soft springs, which are white, and then we went to the red springs, which are firm. And what we want to talk about now is our driving impressions, kind of our expectations versus, you know, in the beginning versus what we actually experienced on the track. And we'll start with the softs.
Okay. Softs were, it felt like the car was rolling a lot. And what I mean by that is you get this action here, going in corners on power. So I think the soft spring at that point was too soft. I know earlier I said soft spring make the car a little lazier and this and that, but it also depends on your track, how much traction you have. So sometimes it can be worse with a soft spring, and sometimes it can be better, just depending on the track.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't really
9-4.
care for the soft springs. I could drive it, but it didn't feel comfortable.
Okay.
9-3.
Yeah, I kind of shared that same opinion that you gave, which was it felt soft or lazy. What I noticed is when I was going around the turns, it just seemed like it was more, we'll say, slower and more predictable, at least when I was driving it. I kind of liked it compared to the mediums. The mediums seemed a little firm, but it seemed like when we went to the soft, there was a noticeable change in going to softs, because I felt like going around the turns, I could kind of take a better arc around the hairpins. I felt like I was seeing the car go past the apex on the sweeper, and it didn't feel like it was moving as quickly compared to being on the mediums. The mediums, I'll tell you, even in the starting of the beginning when we did the baseline, I felt like the mediums were almost too slow. Okay, let's talk about the firms now.
9-4.
The firm springs, which were the reds, and what was your opinion of the firm springs?
I actually like the firm. Now, earlier, again, I said a harder spring will make a car more reactive in most cases. But in this case, it felt like it gave me more traction, especially going around the lollipop, and it felt more stable. Like it didn't roll.
10-7.
So I really like the firms.
Okay. So when it comes to stability, I really felt like the firm was stable for me. The rotation of the car seemed a little bit sharper on the firms, and but if I was to recommend a spring, let's say to start on, I think the medium's good, but I really think that the soft is a good one, because I felt like it wasn't turning as quick. It was lazy, so which made it a little more predictable. To me, it felt fun,
9-4.
where firms felt like I was
Fun
I
don't
was
win
racing.
races.
Sure, yeah, it doesn't win races. Are we done?
I do believe so.
Okay,
And,
very
well,
good.
Also, what we're doing here is just giving out information.
Sure.
Everything, like, again, depending on your track, it may be the total opposite of what we're giving you. So
Yes.
you just have to test and try things.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it's important to note that we are using a timing system, and the intent of the timing system is to capture the data from one change to the next, from the baseline, then make a change, capture the data again, which again we're going to post up on the screen for you so that you can compare each spring rate yourself and come to your own conclusion about what you think might work best for you. This is purely just information. Well, that's going to wrap it up. We'll see you in the next episode. What is the next episode?
The next episode is
What did we
torsion
say?
bars.
Torsion bars, that's right. Torsion bars right out of the box, which
Episode
comes
2.
with the car. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up from IAM-RC Raceway here in Manassas, Virginia. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Peace!
Done.
Done, done, and done.